quite possibly the best part of summer, fresh tomatoes, basil, and mozz, of course, in a classic Caprese combo that we all love. And today I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious pasta salad. You are going to love it. Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. Today we're making a Caprese pasta salad with some grilled chicken because I need extra protein. I've been lifting weights. You may not be able to tell yet, but you will. But also because I do love a little extra bulk in a pasta salad, so I love a little chicken in there. But if you have sausage, if you know, you know. I love sausage. If you have sausage, grill it and add it in here. You can do whatever your heart desires. But you know, again, need protein. I think it goes well with this, so let's make it. I've got a little, in a small bowl, I've got some thinly sliced chicken breast. This is thin, so that it's easy to cook. And here I have a mixture of some granulated garlic, parsley, onion, some bouillon, like chicken bouillon powder, paprika, all the things. I will list it for you on the website. Don't you worry. I'm gonna add it to the chicken along with a little bit of whole grain mustard. I am running low, dangerously low on whole grain mustard, which I love whole grain mustard. It's like super tangy. It gives you a little of texture in there. So good. A splash of balsamic vinegar because it just kind of helps caramelize the chicken and it's just delicious. And some olive oil. I've got an indoor grill pan going. In an ideal world, you would do this outside, but guess what? It is not an ideal world today because it is raining. So we make do with an indoor grill pan. I also have a pot here with some boiling water. To that, we're gonna add our pasta. Just gonna massage this in and I'm gonna throw it on the grill. Carefully, of course. Adding my chicken right on. This is gonna cook super fast because it's really, really thin. I'm gonna do 4 pieces for now. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hand. This is my clean hand, so I haven't touched anything else yet. I'm gonna add my salt to the boiling water because I always salt my water when it comes to a boil. I'm gonna go wash my hands and I'm gonna add the pasta. Adding my pasta in. I'm using little shells. You can use whatever your heart desires. I also really love like little orecchiette for these. I just feel like they're just small enough to kind of soak up the liquid, the dressing. My new watch band is very loose because it's new and it's freaking me out. Anyway, any pasta that you like, preferably a small shade pasta could really drink up that dressing. Speaking of, it's a great segue into the dressing making. I'm using a blender, Magic Bullet, no, a Ninja. They all look alike these days. I'm gonna add a shallot because, I can. I like to add a little shallot, or you could do a little piece of onion. Shallots just tend to be so much more mild and slightly sweeter. I just prefer it. Good, that in there. Along with some garlic. Now it all depends on how big these garlic cloves are because one's good. This is a big fat clove of garlic, and you know me, if I was cooking, it would be like 4 or 6. But it's raw, and I don't want it to be too strong in the dressing, so 1 is plenty. Add that right in there. A little bit of a whole grain mustard. Oopsies, we're almost out of it. Let me get it all out of here. I'm gonna add some fresh oregano and some basil. We have lots of beautiful basil and oregano growing all over the garden, so I have been using it as like a primary focus in a lot of recipes like pestos and dressings like this, simply because it's just so sweet and fragrant and summer. It just speaks summer to me. And my dad was over the other day, Papa Sal, alive and well, except he locked himself out of Instagram, can't get in. Story of my life. If you only knew how many times Papa Sal gets locked out of Facebook, locked out of his email, locked out of things, you'd be a millionaire if we had $1 for every time that happened. So we are gonna get it back, don't you worry. But he was here the other day, he was cooking dinner, which was so lovely. And he said, the best part of being here, being at the house here, is that I can just walk outside and I can go and get some fresh herbs and I can get some fresh eggplants and I can get some fresh zucchini and I can just cook just like you're supposed to in the summer. And I was like, you're on to something. I heard no lies. Anyway, adding my herbs with the mustard that I never ended up all adding in there. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of red wine vinegar, 2 to 1, or if you want it stronger, you can add more vinegar to olive oil. I typically tend to do about 1/4 cup of vinegar to 1/2 cup of olive oil, and I usually have some extra, but that's good enough. And then we're gonna add some extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna take this top off, otherwise we're gonna be here till Christmas. Come on. Okay, maybe not. Maybe this one. There you go. There you are. And a pinch of salt, and I'm gonna blend it until it's really nice and smooth. I also took my chicken out of the grill, by the way. And here we go. Dressing looks great, phenomenal, except I'm gonna add a spoonful of mayo. Calm down, don't yell at me. I love the rich creaminess that this gives the dressing. It takes it from being a little bit of a vinegary vinaigrette to just a creamy, delicious, that really coats the pasta really well. Don't yell at me. If you don't like it, don't add it. I happen to absolutely love it. I'm gonna pop this back on just for a few seconds. Dressing is done. Perfect. Really cuts down on the acidity from the vinegar as well. Okay, all I'm gonna do now, drain my pasta. I'm gonna shock it under cold water because I don't wanna keep it cooking. I wanna kind of cut the cooking process off so it doesn't get all gummy. I'm gonna add it to a bowl, and all I'm gonna do after that is chop up, I'm really just gonna cut these cherry tomatoes in half. These are the cherry tomatoes from our garden, so they're really sweet, really plump, and really beautiful. I'm just gonna have these, and I'm gonna chop up a ton of chives and just add them all to a bowl. You got the cooked pasta. Remember, I drained it and shocked it under cold water. Lots of chives, lots of chopped mozz, and lots of tomatoes. They need love too. They need lots of seasoning. You always want to make sure you season every layer of your dish so that you get a really beautiful balanced flavor. Otherwise, you get a really good seasoned dressing and then your tomatoes bland. So give it a chop. Look at that. Colors of Italia. I mean, that is gorgeous. You could add a drizzle of olive oil to this and you would be in business, honestly. But this dressing is so good, y'all. It is beyond. I'm gonna start with half. I may not need it all. No one's eating off my hand, so calm down. Very good. Remember, we have our chicken to the side. It's up to you if you wanna add your chicken in or if you want to serve it to the side. I like serving it to the side because I feel like if you have leftover pasta salad, for some reason I feel like it just keeps better without the chicken, but that's really a personal preference. So what I'll do is I'll add some in, I'll add some of the chicken in, and then I'll add the rest on the side. Now this is delicious right now, but you really should cover it and pop it in the fridge for at least an hour so that the flavors can really meld together and create just the most gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Honestly, it is so good. You have to make it to understand it. It's just absolutely delicious. Super light, yes, super flavorful. Keeps really well, so if you want to make it for the weekend, you can make it the day before. And it would be wonderful. I just think that you would love it. It's really versatile. You could add different grilled vegetables to this, roasted vegetables if you wanted to, different protein. You could serve it with grilled shrimp. You could serve it with some grilled seafood, roasted seafood, a steak, whatever your heart desires. It's good for all occasions, especially this time of year. Go to laurainthekitchen.com for the written recipe. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.